Hello everyone, my name is David Arzate here, and I'm here to showcase to you my Lightsworn deck profile. I kind of built this deck a long time ago, and I never really used it, but this is almost complete, but also it's sort of complete, but not ready. But I'm going to showcase to you my deck profile, just in case. So without further ado, let's get started. First, I got 3 copies of the Lightsworn Dragonling. This one is a really great 3 of in this deck profile because I really like how the effect is. Because his effect is, if you have a Lightsworn monster in your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. And if this card is special summoned, you get to send a Lightsworn card from your deck to the graveyard, except itself. And if this card is sent to the graveyard, you get to add 1 dragon monster with 300 attack and 2600 defense points. So which you can either grab one of each, Punishment Dragon or Judgment Dragon, right away from your deck to your hand. So it really adds a great starter to the build. Next, I have 1 Punishment Dragon and 2 Judgment Dragon. These cards are necessary for makings of the brand new fusion monster by banishing the 1 from your field and graveyard. 1 each from field and graveyard, which it comes with the Lightning Dragon. Really great. Okay, let's go out with Judgment Dragon. This cannot be normal, must be special summoned by hand by having 4 or more Lightsworn with different names from your graveyard. You get to pay 1,000 life points to destroy all cards on the field. And once per turn during your end phase, send all top 4 cards from your deck to the graveyard. Really great. Go. Next, I have Punishment Dragon. It must be special summoned by possessing 4 or more banished Lightsworn monsters with different names. Once per turn, quick effect. You can pay 1,000 life points, shuffle into the deck all the cards in your graveyard, and all except once for a turn. If your Lightsworn monster's effect is activated, send top 4 cards from your deck to the graveyard. More like milling. Next, I got 3 copies of Wolf. These cannot be normal summon or set. They have to be special summoned by sending by card effect. And if this card is sent from my deck to the graveyard, special summon it. Which really is a great engine to run with if you are milling. I have 2 Jane, the Lightsworn Paladin. When this card attacks an opponent's monster, it gains 300 attack points during the damage step only. And once per turn, during the end phase, you get to send a top 2 cards from your deck to the graveyard. Really a basic engine of milling. Sorry about that. Oops. Next, I have 2 copies of the brand new Weiss, the Lightsworn Archfiend. This one is actually a really good card because you get to place a Lightsworn card from your hand on top of the deck to special summon this card from your hand. Then send the top 2 cards from your deck to the graveyard. If this card is sent from deck to graveyard, you can target a Lightsworn monster in your graveyard, except itself, special summon it from deck to graveyard. Okay. Special summon it. Well, it's really a great card. I think it's better if I run 3 of them, but unfortunately I only got 2. Next, I got Raiden, Hand of the Lightsworn, which is really great. During the main phase, you can send the top 2 cards from your deck to your graveyard. Then, if any Lightsworn monsters were sent to the graveyard by this effect, this card gains 200 attack points until the end of your opponent's turn. Once per turn, during the end phase, send the top 2 cards from your deck to the graveyard. Next, I got 1 Gareth. Gareth is that each time a card is sent from deck to graveyard by an effect of a Lightsworn monster you control, except Gareth, I can send the top 2 cards from your deck to the graveyard. Then draw 1 card for each Lightsworn monster sent from to the graveyard by this effect. Next one, I have one Fellis, Lightsworn Archer. It must be special summoned by card effect. If this card is sent from deck to the graveyard by monster effect, special summon it. You contribute this card, then target one monster your opponent controls, destroy that target, and then send the top 3 cards from your deck to the graveyard. I think I should add another one just for Xyz play, but unfortunately I don't have another one. Got 2 Lightsworn Sorceress. Next I got 1 Light Ray Daedalus. I mean, this one is actually a really great engine because it cannot be normal or summon set. It must be special summon from your hand by having 4 or more light monsters in your graveyard. Once per turn, you can target 1 field spell and 2 other cards on the field, destroy them. But I think I'll have a Light Ray something, but I don't have that yet. Maybe I should buy the Realm of Light structure deck if I want to. But for now, I don't have one. Next, I only have 1 Lumina. I think this is a really good card for Lumina because once per turn, you can discard a card, then target a level 4 Lightsworn monster in your graveyard, special summon it. During each of your end phase, send the top 3 cards from your deck to the graveyard, but you must control this face up to activate its effect. And then I got, well, 2 Ash, 3 Effect Veilers. That's kind of it. Now, that's basically all my monsters. Now let's get on to the spells. Next, I got 1 Lightsworn Sanctuary. Lightsworn Sanctuary is really awesome in this scale. Once per turn, you can send a Lightsworn monster from your hand to the graveyard, then target another Lightsworn added to your hand. Each time a card is sent to your deck, place 1 shine counter on this effect. If a Lightsworn card or card you control that would be destroyed by a card effect, remove 2 shine counters from your side of the field for each of those Lightsworn monsters cards instead. So it's like protection magic. I think I'll run with 2. Next I have 3 Solar Recharge. I can discard a Lightsworn monster, draw 2 cards, then send the top 2 cards from my deck to the graveyard. And then I have 2 Charge of the Light Brigade. Send the top 3 cards from my deck to the graveyard, then add a level 4 or lower Lightsworn monsters from your deck to your hand. Really for adding. Next, I got 1 Ego Boost. 1 Lightsworn Saber, that's for the equipment. It can only be equipped to a Lightsworn monster and it gains 700 points. When this card is sent from deck to the graveyard, you can equip it onto one of your Lightsworn monsters you control. Pot of Avarice, just in case since most of my cards are going to be milling, you never know, I might get a Pot of the Scavens to get some of them back in case I need it. Target 5 monsters in your graveyard, shuffle all 5 of them to the deck, then draw 2 cards. I think I'll run 2 if that's the case. 1 Reinforcement, just for adding a warrior monster. 1 Foolish Burial. Card Destruction. 1 Monster Reborn. And yeah, that's basically much it. Next, I have 1 Complementary Evacuation Device. 1 Mirror Force. 1 Lightsworn Judgment. I think I like this one because place this card on top of the deck. If this card is sent from deck to the graveyard by a Lightsworn monster effect, you could add a Judgment Dragon from your deck to your hand. And this one, Lightsworn Aegis, is also really great too because target face-up cards your opponent controls up to the number of Lightsworn monsters you control. Negate their effects until the end of this turn. And if this card is sent from the deck to the graveyard, you can set this card. This is good. And that's pretty much it. I would run Imperm, but unfortunately I don't have Impermanence yet. Hopefully in the next tournament, I might find some. In the next tournament. Next, I have... my extra decks are 3 Minerva, 2 Enlightenment, 1 Judgment Dragon of the Heaven, 2 Lightstorm Dragon, 1 Nightmare Unicorn. And with that, that's pretty much it for my deck profile. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a really good day. Bye. Love you.